I've had the fortune recently of acquiring some nice mechanical pencil finds that I thought that I'd share with you and do a little bit of an unboxing. And these aren't new pencils for me. They are additions to brands and styles of pencils that I've always enjoyed and loved, and I'm always on the lookout for new and interesting takes on them. And so I was in OfficeMax a couple days ago, and periodically I just go in just to check their stock. I've been really disappointed with OfficeMax and Office Depot since they went about their merger, because ever since the merger they've really cut back on the variety of office supplies that they have, especially in the mechanical pencil area. They used to carry Parker mechanical pencils. They used to carry a lot more sets of mechanical pencils than they do right now. Well, like pen and pencil sets. And it's really just gone along the wayside with the merger. And so it's been really difficult to find interesting stuff there, but I did find that they just started stocking a new set, and the new set that they started stocking is a set of two Pentel Sharp P207s in this case. And you may be curious, well, big deal. Pentel Sharps are ubiquitous. They're all over the place. You can get them at Blick. You can get them at Target nowadays. They come in metallic pastels. And so what's the big deal about this set that is at OfficeMax? Because, at big box stores, Pentel Sharps are on the expensive side. I got this for $11 for this pack of two. But the key defining feature of these pencils is that this is the first set of black and silver that I've seen in Pentel Sharp in metallic colors. And honestly, I've never seen a silver Sharp in non-metallic colors. And so the silver color is totally new to me. But to get these in metallic colors, I think is something that I really wanted to have added to my collection. And so I went ahead and bought them. So let's go ahead and quote unquote unbox them. I mean, it's not exactly a sophisticated unboxing because all I'm doing is, breaking open the package. But how do these compare to some of the other Sharp pencils that I have? Because I have quite a few Sharp pencils. I have vintage ones, I have modern ones. These are also obviously a modern manufacturer. And so I don't know how easily it's going to be able to see on the video here, but this black P207 is actually kind of in a sparkly metallic color as black goes. And I'm going to try to do a comparison with a vintage black P200X series pencils to see if you can see the difference. And so this is a vintage black, and just hopefully on the video it shows up. The black that I have on the bottom there looks grayish, but it's not that it's gray. What's going on here is that it has a little bit of a shimmer because it's black in a metallic color. And so there's a clear difference between the jet black up top and the metallic down below. But it's fun to get a classic mechanical pencil in a hard to find color. Metallic Pentel Sharps can be expensive because a lot of the time you have to order them from either South Korea or Japan. And so this is not something that I've seen on eBay for Pentel Sharps. And so it was really remarkable to me to see it at OfficeMax, and so I went ahead and bid on it. Let's check to see, we have the Z2-1 eraser, and this is an expensive set, and it comes with a really decent sized Pentel Z2-1 eraser, which is a quality eraser for a drafting pencil. And the benefit of paying this larger price for a P200 series in a big box store is that it's more expensive. It's about $6 per pencil with tax, but they come loaded with lead, and you get a really nice Z2-1 eraser with them. And so that's the modern metallic in black. And if we compare that to the black version that is the vintage version, of course we can see that this is the vintage version because it comes with the green eraser. Pentel erasers used to be green when plastic erasers first started coming out. And so that's a comparison for the black. We have the jet black in a vintage model up top, and then we have the new black metallic series that I got at OfficeMax. And then if we take a look at the silver one, beautiful silver, Pentel P207, the Sharp, and it's shiny and it's lovely and it's a great pencil if you're trying to be a little classy. We can compare this to my gold P205 that I ordered from South Korea. And so it comes in metallic gold, and now at a big box store in the United States, you can get it in metallic silver. Can pick that up anywhere. You know, I'm coming around to 0.7 millimeter lead. I wasn't a big fan of it at the start, but I do think my handwriting actually improves when I'm writing with 0.7 millimeter lead. I guess it's difficult for me to explain. Maybe it's because with the lead being thicker, it sort of forces me to put more spacing between my letters. I'm not really sure, but I'm getting into 0.7 millimeter lead, and there's no rule that says that I can't use any size lead depending upon the application. And so here's comparing a 0.5 millimeter to a 0.7 millimeter in the new version that I got. So this is a really cool find. I did not expect to see this at all when I walked into Office Depot, and I was like, $11, I don't know, you know. But I love the metallic series for Pentel, and it's harder to come by classic solid colors in the metallic series. So, for example, here's a royal purple, a very beautiful royal purple in the metallic series for the Pentel P200X, the Sharp series. It's easier in the United States up until this moment when I saw this at OfficeMax to get the pastels. Target has a whole series of pastel Sharps in metallic pastel. And so we have pastel lime green, and we have pastel aquamarine, and we have a pastel rose gold. I know it looks orange, but it's a rose gold is the official name for the color. And so I really love all these metallic series for the Pentel Sharp P200X series, and I just wanted to share this awesome find that I got at OfficeMax, 2 P207s for $11 in metallic black and metallic silver. And so that might be something worth checking out if you're a big fan of the Pentel Sharp series, which I am. The next find is really what I'm really excited about, though, for this video, because I had been perusing and always peruse eBay for nice mechanical pencil finds, and you know, I'm pretty picky about it. I'm patient. I don't want to pay too much too soon, but I had been bidding on vintage quicker clickers for well over 2 months to try to get one that I really liked, that was in really great condition, which can be pretty hard. And I had obtained a classic quicker clicker that I was happy to share with a buddy of mine when I saw him in September. And so I was looking for another vintage quicker clicker that I could add to my collection, because my current collection stands with, this is the modern quicker clicker, which I reviewed. I don't like the grip. It is in this textured grip, which, you know, allows for a pretty solid grip. But it's just a really fat grip for what used to be a much more thinner grip pencil. And so this is the most modern version of the quicker clicker with the textured grip. And then going like a generation back, we have the hard rubberized grip, which I find better on this quicker clicker than I do the modern texturized grip. But neither of these really do it for me in terms of like a wonderful writing utensil, because the grips are just too thick. This was not what the original quicker clickers were like. And when they changed the design, a lot of people went crazy because the feel of the pencil in your hand is different with these modern versions of the quicker clicker. And so what is a person to do? Well, there's still classic quicker clickers out there that you can get. I had them when I was a teenager, and I really liked them. The ones that I had as a teenager were all in this smoke gray color scheme that you can see here, and they also came in smoke blue, and they also came in a wide variety of solid colors as well. And that was the wonderful find that I got on eBay by bidding on this auction. And I paid more than what most people, I think, would expect for a vintage pencil, but I really do think that it was worth the expense. And here it is, a 0.7 millimeter original quicker clicker in a forest green color. It's an opaque quicker clicker, so it's one of the older ones. This is probably from the 1980s. You can see that I don't mind opening the box for this one because the box has all been scribbled over and it's bent, and I don't really believe in the concept of collector's items just to possess something. I'm going to use my mechanical pencil, so I'll open this up in just 1 second. But this is a true vintage quicker clicker because if you compare it to the newer model on top and the generation before that on the bottom, you can see that the grip is considerably thicker on the modern variants of this compared to the old model. And so, you know what, we're going to go ahead and open this beast up because this is something that I've been looking forward to. I think I paid $18 for it with shipping, which vintage quicker clickers, even used, you usually have to pay in the $12 to $14 range in order to get them. They have some buy it now ones on eBay that are in really terrible condition that you can get for like $8 or $9, but this is coming straight out of the package. This is a mint directly out of the box quicker clicker from the 1980s. And it's got this really skinny grip. It's in 0.7 millimeter. Ooh, straight from the factory in the 1980s or so. You can tell that it's one of the more original model quicker clickers because you can see that it has the classic Pentel green eraser that is common to older models of these pencils. They didn't switch to the white plastic until a couple decades ago. And so it's just a mint condition, beautiful piece in my favorite color. Oh, let's write with it, shall we? Okay, let's do it. All right. So here we go. Click, click, click. Oh, it's so efficient. And I like this skinny grip. I'm just a big fan of the skinny grips on these older quicker clickers. And this is a wonderful addition to my collection. And so this is the Pentel quicker clicker vintage 0.7 millimeter in like a forest green color, and it is an opaque model, which was what basically the original run of this pencil had, this opaque model. And so quicker clickers, you know, known for this really sturdy pocket clip. It's shiny, it's never been used, just came out of the package just now. And it's just a really wonderful piece. I'm really excited to have it in my collection and to celebrate what was the classic quicker clicker as opposed to sort of the modern bastardizations, if you will, in the design when it was when they decided for some god-awful reason that they had to do a redesign. I mean, this pencil is so popular that a couple years ago, they did a re-release of the original design as a limited run. And of course, people bought them up like crazy. And that's, you know, that's all well and good. I feel like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay? This pencil is not broke, and it's basically hasn't changed its manufacturer since it first came out. And so, you know, why fix it? Well, this is the original. The original quicker clicker has an honorable mention in my rating scale. And it's only for the vintage model. The fatness of these grips alone is enough to not really have me warrant the modern quicker clickers having the a place in my top 10 or in my honorable mentions. But the classic, this beautiful mint condition forest green that I just got in the mail that I just opened, oh, it's wonderful. And so I wanted to share that with you. If you're a pencil aficionado and you're interested in interesting finds, check out the metallic series, the Pentel Sharp metallic series at OfficeMax. You can get metallic silver and metallic black in P207 for about $11. And then, you know, check it out on eBay if you're interested in vintage pencils. There's all sorts of interesting things that you can find if you're patient. I had lost an auction a couple weeks ago, and it really bothered me because it was a really wonderful auction, and I was patient, and I bid heavily on this one, and somebody was not able to successfully snipe me, and I got it. And so I have this awesome original quicker clicker in a color that I love, mint condition, and I'm happy to share that with everybody. And so, you know, if you have any questions, leave your questions in the comments. Up next, I'm going to be comparing an older model Pentel Icy to newer model Pentel Icies when I review the Pentel Icy, and so that'll be an interesting comparison. And so stay tuned, and I hope to continue sharing this wonderful hobby that we share of writing instruments that are important to us. And so have a great evening.